Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Rainy Thursday, but we have to speak about Santoriello, one of the prosecutors that is out of the accusation part. Let's see the hypocrisy in all that case. We go to Alessandro, that apparently Juventus decided to keep even if he doesn't reach the 40 appearances. And then we finish with a myth that has been broken this season because Juventus is the team that used the most under-23 players from own youth academy from all Serie A. Before starting speaking about all Juve related stuff, let me stop a moment to say Ramadan Kareem to all our Muslim brothers and sisters that are part of that fantastic community. I'm sending you and your loved one all the best. And now let's open Tutto Sport because we see Fagioli. We will come back on Fagioli. That's not the first news I want to speak with you, but the big title, Juve, l'accusa perde un pezzo. Juventus, the accusation part is missing a piece or is losing a piece. Santoriello, prosecutor of the accusation part against Juventus. He said yesterday officially that he wants to take himself out. Not only he wants, but he's taking himself out. On Monday there will be a trial, a process against Juventus, and he will not take part of it. You have to understand that there are 3 prosecutors working on the case. 2 of them will be there. He said no. I understand that you can be confused. Who is Santoriello, Beppe? Santoriello, Giuseppe Chine, Sanducci, all these names, all these, we don't know anymore. Well, Santoriello is the one that a few weeks ago we found out a public video where he was in court when he said 3 things. The first one, that he was a Napoli fan. And he said it really proud of being a Napoli fan. The second thing that he said, and I made a video about it, I hate Juve. And the third thing, and that's a really important one, he said, as a prosecutor, I am anti-Juve because I don't like when when someone is stealing on the field. Attenzione, attenzione. Because yesterday I was about immediately to do a video, and I'm happy Santoriello is not there anymore to celebrate. But then I took a moment because I really needed to understand what are the consequences of him leaving. Is there really a benefit of him leaving? Well, guys, look and listen what I will tell you. The first thing, I was really angry with the media because the media, they made everything about Juventini again. They were saying he's leaving. Why? Because Juventini didn't accept that he was a Napoli supporter. And they made a video going viral, attacking, big words, big controversy, a big case, and it was not sustainable for him to be there because he's a Napoli fan. No, this is absolutely wrong. Juventini, they have no problem that he's a Napoli fan. I give you a small example. If I go to the doctor, because they have to go for a surgery for my shoulder, my knee, my whatever, and I hear that he's an Inter fan, I don't care. Do your job, and I'm sure you will be professional enough to go on surgery for me, to heal me the best way you can. I don't care that you are an Inter fan, yes or no, because here we are speaking about something totally different. Everyone that loves calcio loves a team. But you have to split professional life from your love for your team. And in the first part, when he's saying, I love Napoli, who cares that he's loving Napoli? As long as he's doing his job really well. That he's saying, I hate Juve, it's in the middle way, because here you start with big words, bold words, hating Juve, big words. But it's the third part that Juventini were absolutely not accepting. When he's saying, as a prosecutor, I am anti-Juve. Attenzione, because here he's mixing his professional life with the other one. And then I know people will tell me, yes, but Beppe, in the first part, really long time ago, when he had to judge Juventus, he said that Juventus was not guilty. So he's able to split it. Yes, probably you're right, because these are facts. I'm not doubting about the professionality, but it's how he's working on the case. When you have the first idea in your mind, when you're thinking about the black and white colors are, I hate Juventus, I am anti-Juve, because Rubentus, because they are stealers, it's totally different. The perspective, how we are analyzing, investigating, and interpreting facts. And that's the first thing I'm super pissed off about. The second part that I want to speak about is Santoriello leaving. Is that really beneficial for Juventus, yes or no? Well, guys, hypocrisy again. Why? Because you remember that case that we spoke about? You know how long it is? 45 days. 45 days, that's more than 1 month that he had the time to say, I resign. I don't do the case anymore. Because of all that story, I take myself away. I made a mistake. Okay, I accept. And no, he didn't. Why? Because I told you there are 3 prosecutors in the accusation. 2 of them will be there on Monday. He will not be there. But what did he do? He worked until yesterday. On Monday we have the trial to finish all that documentation, all that information, all that accusation documents and parts. Another example, it's like I am co-writing a book with 2 other ones. We finished that book, fantastic book. But at the end I said, you know what, in press conference to present that book, I'm not there, go for it. Guys, we work together, we perfectly know, we already prepared what to say and so on and so on. Who cares if I am there or not? Who cares if I am present or not? The important thing is not the press conference, the important thing is the book. And you see the hypocrisy? Why couldn't he just leave 45 days ago and say, my bad, I did a mistake, I used words that are in conflict of interest. No, smart guy. So the hypocrisy, attention, and that's why today I'm not really going celebrating and whatever. Anyway, what are the problems, the consequences of all of things going towards the field? Yesterday we spoke about Rabiot, 2 days ago we spoke about Rabiot. We spoke about so many players. Some people are starting to feel the Mercato vibe. Do you remember? Mercato is crazy tonight, la 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 la. Well, we are blocked. Tuttosport is rightfully writing. Yesterday Rabiot was with us. One of the conditions is to be in Champions League, but we don't know if we will be in Champions League or not. We don't know how to do Mercato. La Juve punta Rabiot. Juventus is targeting to renew Rabiot, but they can't accelerate. Big problem. And by the way, it's not easy to take decisions. It's not easy because everyone has his own opinion. Yesterday I launched a beautiful, and I didn't expect that much answers, a beautiful poll on YouTube in the community part. If you didn't yet, please go and vote. After more than 1,600 votes, that's a lot. You can only renew one, or Di Maria or Rabiot, without explaining why. Just vote. Well, we were at 51% Di Maria, 49% Rabiot. Can you imagine? Crazy. So, another big part of the video, we are speaking about Alexandro. Alexandro, I start saying before people, I didn't want Alexandro to be in Juventus from 23-24. I don't want Alexandro to be in Juventus 23-24. Referring to books, because we are speaking about books, I said it and I repeat it. For me, sometimes it's time to turn the page, to say goodbye, to say thank you, because you like or you don't like Alexandro. 8 seasons at Juventus, 302 games, 15 goals. Not all of them were top performances. But if we are judging and speaking about the men, and I also remember I had a reporter, a Brazilian reporter on the channel to speak about all the Brazilian ones, they are all telling us he's a fantastic person, he's a kind person, it's not a controversial one, never saying something, he's there, he loves the city, he loves the club, he doesn't care about the future, he doesn't want the security of Champions League to continue his journey. And on that one, we have to respect. Then you have the sporting side. And as a left back, we have a problem. We have a problem with Alexandro, because Alexandro, his performances as a left back are absolutely not at the level that we are expecting. Not as a defensive left back, and especially not as an offensive left back or left winger, or how you want to call it. So going forward with a 4-man defense, it's difficult to see Alexandro. Now, you know, the 40 appearances are, or that's what they are reporting now, they were not sure, but apparently they've put a number on that, 40 appearances to renew automatically 1 year Alexandro. We are there, huh? This season you already played 30 times, and it's true that now we have the alternative on the right side with Gatti, but will it be enough with so many games still to play? It will be an automatical one. Now, Juventus plays in anticipation, giving Alexandro also the feeling that he's wanted, because if we don't want him, if we show him that we don't want him, he will remain one more year with the same financial condition, a contract of 6 million euro. That can even grow because he had a really strange contract that every year his salary was growing a bit. So a 6 million euro net salary for Alexandro is a lot of money. If you speak with him, if you anticipate that hit, that bonus, that target of 40 appearance, you can even say, look, remain 2 years. What we tried to do with Cuadrado last year, you remain and we lower the salary. Instead of 6, we go to 3. You remain 2 years. He loves the city. He loves Torino. He can be there. He can also give us still something, because this year, going with 3-man defense, we saw the rebirth of Alexandro. Rebirth doesn't mean he became a phenomenon, but at least he's taking part with the team. He's involved. He's giving something that we were missing since the last 3 years. Can he be the one that can be in the team? Well, at one condition, that we continue to play 3-man defense. But 3-man defense will be important, because that means that we continue with Allegri, with the recent results, with how he respected the team, how he's defending the team. We are going towards more and more a Massimiliano Allegri remaining at Juve. With an Alexandro that we can remain there, we are saving money because we have a big problem on the right side. Cuadrado will leave. And you need to replace him not with 1, but with 2 right person, right back, right winger, whatever you want to. On the left side, you have an Ealing Jr. offensively that you need to grow. Defensively, you have an Alexandro. And don't forget, you have a beautiful name there. You have a Dean Huijsen that yesterday, Romeo Agresti, he said, Dean Huijsen more and more will be involved with the first team, starting with the training session this year that he already did, and then in the future, in next season, starting to be called up with the first team. So you have already some solutions with a Cambiaso that is starting to come back. Don't forget, we need central defenders. We need someone on the right side. We don't know what about Rabiot. If he leaves, we need to go on the market. So these are all reasons why Alexandro remaining at Juve could be understandable. I'm not saying acceptable. I'm not saying enjoyable. I'm saying understandable. The whys are important. So anyway, let me know about your thoughts about Alexandro. Yesterday, Romeo Agresti and Fabrizio Romano, they spoke a lot about a lot of things, like Di Maria is open for renewal, Milik will be redeemed mid-April and could be considered one of the starters of Juventus. Pogba, we didn't give up on him, but he's having a really tough time, physically, but also mentally. Juventus, if Rabiot leaves, you have to go on the market, and Frates is one of the options. They are also looking for 2 wingers. Timothy Weah is being linked with Juventus. Can he realize, make sure that the dream of his father, George Weah, becomes true? Because you know it, he's a big Juventino. Even if he represents the story of the history of Milan, he's a big Juventino. Dean Huijsen, considered top player also by Allegri, and he can receive his chances. We already said that. And finish with Joseph Nongué. The renewal has not been signed yet. Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking about the Nazionale that today will play it against England. Guys, I am really sad. I tell you the truth, I am really sad because they are going with fantasy. Europa, here we go again. We start again. Why? Because Italy is the holder of that Euro, the last one. And then they are going with false hope, false dreams. Corriere dello Sport, teniamocela stretta. Let's keep it really tight with us, that cup. That means they want to defend it. Well, when I'm looking at the starting 11... Wow. Really strange lineup without any Juventino. The only Juventino in the first team of La Nazionale is Bonucci, that will not even take part. And after that game, he will go back to La Continassa because he's injured. So no Juventini in La Nazionale. Hurts. On the other side, I'm happy with the decision of John Elkann that said, you know what? Not only the players are not in La Nazionale from Juve, but also the sponsor, because one of the sponsors historically of La Nazionale was Fiat. Fiat from Exor, from Stellantis, from John Elkann, from Juventus. Well, Fiat will stop the sponsorship, stop to pump in money to Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio. And that's a fantastic answer. Then you tell me, Beppe, but it just arrived because it will finish in 2024. And no, because La Nazionale already found a new sponsor, Volkswagen. That means that John Elkann already communicated, that they want not anymore to be the face sponsor of Federazione Gioco Calcio Italiana, and I'm super happy with that news. I don't have a lot of time because the video is super long, but I just want, and I will come back on that in a longer video, I just want to appoint one thing. The youth with Juventus this year is incredible, because we are judging and analyzing in Tuttosport the young players from the youth academy that are, when the season starts, under 23 that started with Juventus. In 17-18, only one player with only one appearance for 3 minutes. Look at the growth through the year. We go towards last year, 6 players, 60 appearances in total, 1927. This season, and the season is not over yet, we are at 7 different players from our youth academy that played with Juventus, for a total of 118 appearances, for a total for 4,709 minutes, including Muiskin. Guys, this is incredible. This is really incredible, because we are by far the best one in Serie A, followed by Roma. If you're looking at other teams like Sampdoria, 790 minutes. If you're looking at Inter, 35 minutes in total played by Youth Academy product in their first team. Incredible. Juventus, that always has been criticized a lot about the use of youth players, well, they are doing a fantastic work. I will come back on that in a detailed video. Grazie, forza, Juve.